Hey guys, this is Skitterin playing solo now in the Dead Linger. Multiplayer, as you can imagine, is a bit buggy at the moment, so this just makes it a tad easier to make a halfway decent video where I can explain things a bit. So the Dead Linger is a open world, procedurally generated zombie survival game, and for those of you that don't know, a procedurally generated game is kind of like Minecraft, where if you just clicked solo mode every time, you would never get the same game world twice. There is practically unlimited possibilities for placement for everything from that tree, to that zombie, to those buildings over there. So it makes it a little more dynamic than Daisy, Warzy, or any of these other games that give you a static world where the only thing that really changes is the zombies and loot placement. So this game just came out today, actually a couple hours ago. It's in very early alpha. As you'll see, there will be bugs, there will be issues with the game. You know, it's just game development, you gotta let it go and take it for what it is right now. Obviously, the developers will be doing hot fixes as often as they can, and they will also be doing bigger patches, supposedly every 2 weeks. What's nice about the Dead Linger and what's nice about games like Amnesia: The Dark Descent is you don't just hit an activation button to open the door. You know, you go up to it, you hit C, and you move it with your mouse, so you can, you know, just crack it open just a bit and say peer out the crack to see what's outside, or you can just swing the thing open and run out if you need to. I hate to use the word realistic in a video game, but it's slightly more realistic. If you throw the door back, as you can see, it's going to bounce back a little bit. It's not just going to, you know, open to its, you know, most full point and just stay there. One of the great things about this game, or you know, once it gets further along, one of the greatest things is going to be the ability to barricade yourself in a building if you need to. If you got a bunch of zombies moving their way in the house, you can close the door, you know, you can grab a mattress, and you can just drop it right there. Obviously it's a little buggy, but what it'll do is it'll make it a bit harder to open the door. Now, obviously I'm just a drunk asshole and didn't realize the door opened the other way, but you get the point. Ammo right now in the game is a little broken, so you have unlimited of it. There's no real point to picking up ammo, it just takes up bag space, so you know, it's really up to you. I think the item spawning is a little bit screwed up right now because you'll have guns and food and, you know, all kinds of stuff spawning in the middle of roads and all kinds of stuff. What isn't broken though, for the most part, is zombies. And like other games, you gotta shoot them in the head to kill them, and it's refreshing. One thing that you don't want to do, single player or multiplayer, is let those fuckers touch you. Because you will die, and you will die fast. So when you look at weapons, at least right now, you want to look at damage. But from what I've seen, as long as you're aiming for the head, you're going to kill him in about one hit. Shotguns, on the other hand, you can use from a long distance, and pretty much wherever you hit them, it's going to kill them. As you can see, the world is vast. I mean, anywhere you can see, you can go. If I want to, I can go up to the top of that mountain, or I can walk all the way over to those hills. It really doesn't matter. Anywhere you can see, you can go, and there's no exceptions to that rule. I just realized my buddy Broken's in the channel, so if he wants to chime in at any time, he can go ahead and do that.
Just getting to the top of a mountain and seeing everything that's on the other side of the mountain.
Yeah, we were playing multiplayer a little bit earlier, but we found it easier to make videos if we go into solo mode. There's not any lag. Doors tend to not jolt back and forth for the first 2 or 3 seconds before they actually open, so it's just a little bit smoother all around right now. As you can tell with gun animations, there's no reload animation. Your gun just kind of aims down. There's no firing effects, but once again, it's alpha.
I was also noticing with guns, if you've got a really powerful rifle or something, you don't even need to aim for the head.
Yeah, it doesn't appear like hitboxes are in the game, and so pretty much if you just shoot a zombie with a really high damage weapon, you're gonna pretty much kill him right off the bat. This guy actually appears to be bugged out, kind of walking into a wall. And as much as people tend to not want to call this an MMO, it really does seem to suffer from, not suffer, but it seems to be plagued by some of the issues that MMOs tend to have in their very early development, with bugged mobs just kind of roaming around, sliding across the map. But it does happen. It's an issue that can be fixed with a hot fix. So, for all we know, we could get one tomorrow. Who knows? One thing to mention about multiplayer is that if you're not in the same house as somebody, it kind of seems like if they grab a weapon and then you come in after them, the weapons will still be on the floor, but you can't actually pick them up. And there's one of the fabled water towers we all saw in screenshots from earlier alpha versions. Another thing to mention is that when it gets dark out, it gets dark out. It isn't just mildly dim. You really can barely see anything. You couldn't go just stomping across the world without using your flashlight.
And it was like somebody flipped a light switch.
Yeah, there's no real transition, it seems like we saw in the day-night cycle in earlier alpha videos. It's just 1 second it's day, and the next you're standing pitch black and hopefully not the middle of nowhere.
It happened so fast I actually thought the game crashed at first.
Another thing to note is aim down sights doesn't work right now. It's either bugged out or it just hasn't been patched into the game. It hasn't been activated. But without it, you can still, do quite a bit of damage from a distance. But I mean, as you can see right now, I'm trying to open this door, and just the corner of the couch is there in the way, and I can't open it. And it's going to be the same way for zombies until they activate or patch in damage to doors and windows. Which right now, from what you can see, there's no glass in windows, so. One thing that I did note from multiplayer gameplay was that you can't seem to climb ladders. Maybe I'm just missing the. Well, this one looks like it's bugged out altogether. Drawback of procedural generation, I guess. But it didn't seem like you could climb ladders at all. I just don't think it's a feature yet. Obviously, it doesn't look like ragdoll physics are in the game yet. Otherwise, zombies wouldn't all fall over the same way. And there we go. Just like from an earlier screenshot or the earlier video, 2 plungers, 1 bathroom. Sink on the floor. There's a box of ammo. Shotgun shell. And there we have a frying pan with a fridge, which can be moved in front of a door.
Or picked up like you're the Incredible Hulk.
You know, that too. For you role players out there. Alright, well, unless you have anything to add, Broken, I think that's pretty good for a first solo gameplay video. Unless we find something else here in the next minute or two. I think that's going to have to be it for now. Oh, one thing to note, that when you eat food, some of them do different things. Some of them are perishable, some of them, some things lower infection risk. You just need to look at them, and everything is going to be different. So, and to eat, you just right-click on it. You should note there's no hunger bar right now. Yeah, I don't think you even get hungry. So that's another thing that we'll just have to wait for later. But definitely look forward to this game. I think it has a lot of potential. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's got a lot of potential. I mean, it's an alpha, there's a lot of bugs, but that's to be expected for an alpha game.
Alright, well, I think that's it for now. We'll keep playing, and if we find something new, definitely record it and give you guys a good show. Alright, have a good night, and probably see you on multiplayer servers tomorrow during the day. Bye.